Hello everyone, in this video I will show you on how to create an online quiz as well as include calculated question. So on your Moodle page, click turn editing on, click add an activity or resource, scroll down and choose quiz and click add. For this online quiz, I'm just going to name it as online quiz 1. And then I'm going to put in description of the online quiz to help the student prepare for the quiz. Or you can put in specific, for example, which chapter and subchapter that you will be asking in the online quiz. As for the timing, I can set when to open as well as when to close the quiz. So the quiz is set from 8 a.m. 20th of March until 12 p.m. of the same day, meaning that the student is going to be able to do the quiz, or the quiz is available from 8 to 12 p.m. However, the student is limited to, for example, 10 minutes to do the quiz. Moving on, for the grade, which is the most important part, by default, it is set to be unlimited attempts allowed. It is advisable to choose through 2 to 3 attempts. In this case, if I choose 3, meaning that the student is allowed to do the quiz 3 times and the system will choose highest grade. Moving on to layout, by default, one page of the browser is going to be showing one question. Normally, I will set it to never all questions on one page. For example, if I have 5 questions, it will be listed just in a single page. Moving on to question behavior, if you want the question to be shuffled, we can set yes. But if the question is related to one another, for example, question 1 should be the first question and followed by question 2 because they are related to one another, we need to select no. Afterward, click save and return to course once you completed all of the settings. And then now we are ready to add question to our online quiz 1. So click online quiz 1 and edit quiz. So we can add question, a new question, or question from question bank, or a random question. So if I already have question in my question bank, I can just choose the question and click add selected questions to the quiz. So this is going to be my question 1, and then now we want to add our calculated question. So for this question, let's say it is about area, and this is going to be the text. Calculate the area in meters square of the given rectangle. The length is 3.5 meter and the width is 4 meter. If, for example, I want to help students by giving them a diagram, I can do so by actually clicking this, insert or edit image, and follow the same steps as shown earlier. And then we need to change the values because I want each student to have different values of length as well as the width. So to do so, I'm going to use open curly bracket, this unknown E, and then afterward I close with curly bracket again. So now I'm going to choose for the width, it is going to be open curly bracket B and close curly bracket. For the marks, it is going to be 3 marks if the student is able to answer this question. And then now we have to set the formula for the answer. Because this is calculation of area, it must be A multiplied with B, or the length multiplied with the width. So I'm going to write down A multiply with B, and the grade is going to be 100%, meaning that if the student answered the question correctly, the student will obtain 3 marks for the question. And I click Save Changes. And then for these unknowns, we're going to be creating a new data set. And then this is the option for the question to be either related to one another, meaning that they share the same values with other question. So choose synchronize. But if the question is just a standalone question, choose do not synchronize and then click next page. Moving on, now we can set the range of values for A and B. So in this case, I'm going to set A to be from 3.0 until, for example, it's going to be until 5.5. So moving on to the unknown for B, I'm going to set the value to be a bit higher, for example, from 12.0 until 18.0. You can choose the value of decimal places. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as 1 decimal place, and then I'm going to click add items or add sets of number. If, for example, I have 30 students and I want each of them to receive different values, so I'm going to add 30 variables or 30 unknowns, and then we can now actually preview the question. So this is going to be the question that one student will be seeing. The length is going to be 3.1, and then the width is going to be 14 meters. You can also do another preview. So as you can see, the value changes for another student. Once you are okay with the question, you can click Save Changes, and then now we are ready to preview the question. So click Preview and then Start Attempt. So this is going to be the question that the student will be seeing. So for example, I'm going to answer C for question number 1, and for question number 2, I'm going to calculate the area 5.3 multiply with 15.6. So the answer should be 82.68. So I click Finish Attempt and then Submit All and Finish. And I'll be seeing my marks. So the grade here is actually 3 out of 4, or it is going to be 75%. And then as you can see here, I intentionally answered question 1 incorrect, and then this is going to be the correct answer for question 2.